The thrill of winning gold, the triumph of being the best, the rush of completing something you thought was impossible. We're familiar with the end result of years of training for the Olympic Games, but what is not so well known is how it all got started. It's easy to think that only the privileged few have a chance to make it to the worldwide competition. But in truth, everyone is eligible. They just need to know where to start. That is what the annual Utah Winter Games is all about.
Utah Winter Games is a variety of people playing different kind of sports. You got hockey, you got skeleton, really pretty much any sport you can think of that deals with the winter.
We just offer some clinics, free clinics for people to come out and try the sports. Not quite as in-depth as what you would get out of one of our Learn to Speed Skates or Learn to Curl classes. Kind of a little taste of what the sport has to offer so you can determine whether that's a sport you like and you want to go further or not.
What's important about the Utah Winter Games is the fact that, we have these facilities here, multi-million-dollar facilities. I think it's extremely important for everybody to come out and use them and try something they would never have an opportunity to do anywhere else in the country.
Pat Brown, most famous for being portrayed as the Jamaican bobsled coach in the movie Cool Runnings, is just one of the instructors at different venues from the 2002 Winter Games here in Utah that introduced the public to the sports of the Winter Olympics. Here, many individuals get their first taste of speed skating, ice hockey, bobsledding, figure skating, curling, and any number of snowbound sports.
The biggest part of our mission is to get kids into the sports, get them to try it out, see what it's all about, and hopefully they'll join and become, down the road, the next Apollo Ono or Shawnee Davis or any of those athletes. But our goal starts at the beginning, kids in sports.
We just held our first bobsled Utah Winter Games clinic, and the athletes were all sliding from curve 6, and we only had one sled that turned over, and the guys were fine and wanted to take another run.
The last curve we went up, and then before we knew it, I was looking ahead, he saw behind it, he knew that we were tipping, and then our heads just were, our helmets were just scratching on the side wall.
My mom gave it to me as a Christmas present because we're up here to visit up here and I thought it looked cool, so she surprised me with bobsledding lessons, so pretty cool.
The Utah Winter Games are held every year in February and March, with clinics offered almost daily at different Olympic venues. While the 2010 Winter Games are now over, the Utah Summer Games are currently open for registration and will begin June 3rd. The Summer Games offer the same types of clinics for warm weather sports, as well as a chance for amateur athletes to compete for the gold. While these games aren't as famous as their international counterparts, the Utah Games are where it all begins for hundreds of Olympic athletes in the West. One day, they could be standing on the podium hearing their national anthem played. But they started out just like everyone else, at a clinic in Utah.
It's really fun. Don't be scared. There's nothing bad about it. And thanks for the Utah Winter Games for making this possible.
Many people think that the sport's out of reach, that they can't do it, or that it's too hard to do. And I think what the Utah Winter Games allows them the opportunity is to actually get out and try it and go, wow, that isn't that tough. Hopefully we can get some more people excited about it and get them out here training full time.
From the Trailhead, I'm Steve O'Neill.